What is up, creator? It is awfully good to see you. We are going to learn how to switch sources in OBS Studio. I will show you how to install the software, and then I'll show you how to use it for your live stream. Let's get some. I want to give a big shout out to the royalty and copyright free stock videos HD channel. He asked me, I want to learn about the automatic source switcher, and this fits the channel, and so that's why this video is being made. And if you have an idea for this channel in regards to a video that would help you, let me know, and if it fits the channel, I will give you a shout out. Be sure to check out the royalty and copyright free stock videos HD channel. Yes! Okay, click this link in the description. It will take you to the right place at the OBS website. We want to go to the source switcher plugin page, okay? And I want you to click the download button in the upper right hand corner. You'll get three choices. There's one for a Mac, there's another one for Linux, and there's one for Windows. I have a Windows. I'm going to click the download for that, which is at the bottom of the list, and that will save a zip file to anywhere that you want. So I'll save that to my downloads folder. Now while that's downloading, there is another download. I'll click the X and X out of that box and scroll down, and it says here in the installation, install the latest version of C++ redistributable. I can't try saying that 4 times. Redistributable for Visual Studio 2019. Okay, I'll click that link. We're doing this for the first time, and it's an exe file, so I will save that as well to my downloads folder. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to install that Visual C++ program right now. Let's get in there and take a look at it. I'll bring this window over. Here it is. I'll right-click on it just to make sure that it doesn't have any viruses and scan it with my Sophos Home Virus Protection. Real quick, let's just make sure it's not funky. Okay, the coast is clear. There is no viruses for the exe file. Let's double-click it. And it gives me a prompt here. It says, blah, 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 blah. Do you agree to all this stuff? I'm going to hit I agree and install it. I'll hit yes. It's running through its installation process here. And you're going to have to restart your computer. Okay, the Visual Redistributable has been installed and the computer has been restarted successfully. That is good to go. Let's go and take a look at the zip file that I downloaded and get that uncompressed. That was in downloads. And I put it in this source switcher folder, and let's right click on it. I have 7-zip and I'm going to extract here. And it creates an exe file. So let's scan it just to make sure that it's virus free. Coast is clear, no viruses for that exe file. So now I'm going to double click it. Hit yes. And it asks to save it in the OBS Studio folder in program files. I'll hit next. This folder already exists. I'll hit yes. Hit next again. Install. And finish. In most typical plugin installations, you have to manually move the files into the OBS-Studios folder in the appropriate locations. But the programmer of this software, his name is Exeldro. Thank you so much for creating the exe file, because that does all the moving for you in one single swoop. So thank you so very much for building that program. It is very, very thoughtful of you. Thank you for going the extra mile. Exeldro is a top-tier programmer and one of the best contributors, in my opinion, to the OBS broadcast software. Thank you so much. So now let me show you, after having that all installed, let me show you how to get this thing working and what it does for you. I've created a source called Dograt, and you'll understand why in a sec. It has 3 sources. It has a photo of a dog, a photo of a rat. I know it's not a rat, but I just call it a rat because we want to make sure that we can name these easily so that we can remember them easily. And then I have a movie of planet Earth. It's a media file, okay? So 3 sources. Now I'm going to click the plus sign on the left under Scenes, and I'm going to just name it Scene 2 just for this tutorial. And I'm going to click the plus sign under Sources and select Source Switcher. If you do not see the Source Switcher source after clicking the plus sign in Sources, it could mean that you need to restart OBS Studio so it can go out and re-grab all the new files that you've installed. Okay, and we'll just name it Source Switcher for now. And you're presented with this screen here. Click the plus sign and you get this Add Entry to Sources. Unfortunately, it doesn't provide a pull down to select sources from. You have to manually enter the name of the sources yourself, and that is why I named the sources dog, all lowercase. I'll hit OK. hit the plus sign again. Rat, lowercase, hit OK. Hit the plus sign again. And earth, lowercase, hit OK. Now I checked off the loop parameter here. It's defaulted to being checked off. I'm going to select the time switch. In other words, it's going to cycle through these sources automatically, and it wants to know when it should cycle to the next one. And I'm going to make it switch to 2000 milliseconds, which is 2 seconds, I believe. And I want it to go to the next slide, and you can see it's already starting to do it. And if I scroll down here, I'm not sure what media state switch means. If any of you out there in the internet land understand what that means, would you let me know in comments? It looks like it could be related to caching, possibly. Transition is pretty obvious. We have all these different transitional selections. One is fade. We've got swipe, slide, stinger. In other words, if you have a stinger set up, you can use a stinger to transition from one source to the other. I'm going to select fade for now. And we have alignment, center, duration for each slide is 1,000 milligrams. So 1,000 milligrams. Oh my gosh, I'm getting tired. 1,000 milliseconds. Holy cow. Transition scale type. I'm going to say scale to aspect ratio just to keep it clean. And resize during transition. I'll hit OK. As you can see, it's working beautifully. So basically, it's kind of like a slideshow in a way that allows you to transition between any source that you create, which is really cool when you think about it. If you enjoyed this source switching video, you're going to absolutely love the scene switching video that I made. You can find it right over here. I'll meet you over there. Regardless, I wish you all the luck with your channel. Best wishes, stay strong, and keep fighting. Yeah!